So today we're looking at two scales on the third string, so a single string scales. And follow the lesson for free and just learn from the exercises and pick up the exercises for free. But for examples, we're using number 28 and number 29 from my Exploring the Fretboard 100 Exercises for Intermediate Guitar. And there's a link for that in the description. But like I said, you can pick up all the exercises from the videos for free. But, you know, if you're more serious, you'll want to see the music notation and just study from the more comprehensive book. So this is part of the section of single string studies, which we are doing first before diving into the, comparative studies across all the strings across the whole fretboard. So it's just really important we get some more experience working with the notes of the single strings after doing all those chromatic scales. And I think that the students will find these scales a little bit tricky, but you can approach them in any way you want. You can learn them by rote first, like just kind of learning the fingerings. Learning the fingerings and by ear, you'll know what major scales sound like at this point. Or you can practice, your G chromatic scale and work out exactly where the notes are, since you're able to do that now, having done the previous exercises. However you want to learn it is fine, but as long as in the end you are saying the note names out loud, then you'll be gaining the important knowledge that I want you to gain. You'll be gaining this awareness of the fretboard, awareness of the octave, some anchor notes and anchor points along the way. So however you learn it at first, whether you're just copying the video or however you're doing it, is just fine. But then the act of doing it for a few days after that, with some repetition and saying the note names out loud, will ensure that you do in fact gain the knowledge you need. And then you're not skipping anything, which we all have done previously with our, just self-studies. Okay, so let me play exercise number 28, and then we'll do it saying the note names out loud. So I've added a triad on the end there just to build up some additional anchor points in this exercise. Like I said, saying the note names out loud is the essential aspect of all of these exercises. G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G, F sharp, E, D, C, B, A, G. So yeah, playing that scale and that arpeggio back to back is really great. It just builds up some extra anchor points, teaches you to try it on a single string. It's really a great thing to do. So exercise number 29 is an A major scale on the third string. So by now you're starting to learn what I'm doing here. We're going through we did our chromatic scales on each string, fine. Now we're doing a few exercises on each single string just to build some more awareness and get you a little bit more aware of the notes on each string. And some extra concepts along the way. And then once we're done with that, then the new section begins where we start playing comparative exercises that jump, all around the guitar, which is much more challenging, and you'll be very thankful that you did all these exercises first. So this one is without the triad, so it's just the A major scale, so I'll play it first. You're going to play so many of these major scales, you're going to learn these fingerings so quick. So we must say those note names aloud to gain any knowledge. sharp, G sharp, A, G sharp, F sharp, E, D, C sharp, B, A. You can sing the notes or you can just speak the notes. I don't really care at this point. It depends, whether it's in your range. These ones are kind of in my range. Other ones haven't been, so I don't always sing them. So whatever you're comfortable with, just as long as you're saying the note names, you'll be making a direct connection between what you're playing and then what's on the page there. And just building up those anchor points. So just keep at it. And then exercise number 30 and 31 are new comparative exercises on the third string.